Yeah, I just wanna be the greatest.
It's your boy Hi-Fi Vega, and today I'm here to talk about the top 5 subwoofers that you can get for under $100. I'll have affiliate links in the description below. If you want to purchase one of these, go ahead and click on those and help your boy out. With that being said, I have used every single subwoofer on this list, so I am recommending you subwoofers that I have personal experience with and that I think are worth the $100 or less. And obviously, being the guy I am, you know that I love cue cards, so I've got all the highlights, cue cards, the numbers, the price right here in front of me. Let's get into my number 5 pick. Number 5. My number 5 pick is the Skar IX12. This is by far the cheapest subwoofer on the list. You can pick it up on Amazon right now for $52. You can basically get 2 of these for the price of every other subwoofer on the list, and it gets my number 5 pick because even though this is a very entry-level subwoofer, this thing is actually a really good performer and it sounds good. Being so cheap, it is a bit shocking that it's a pretty good sub. Some of the features on the IX12 include 250 watts RMS. I can verify that it will handle 250 watts, no problem at all. It probably will handle double that as long as you're not getting too crazy. It does have a 2-inch voice coil. This is a stamp basket. Obviously, it's only $52. You are going to get a stamp basket. You are getting a stamp basket in every other sub on the list except for one, so that's a bit expected. It has a 7mm one-way X-Max. That's not a lot, but it's enough to get it going. And trust me when I say, if you pick this sub up, you are not going to be disappointed for the price that you pay. Might as well get 2 of them so you can make up the difference from the more high performance subs on the list. Number 4. Number 4 on the list is the Kicker Comp C12. This subwoofer comes in at $99. It is a 300 watt RMS subwoofer. It has a rib surround and a reinforced cone. There is no information on the website about the actual weight of the motor or the size of the voice coil used, but what I can tell you is these will handle the 300 watts RMS all day long. They're not the most entry-level sub that Kicker makes. They're actually one step up, and these things will honestly take double the power they're rated for, and you'll be surprised of how much output you get. This subwoofer does have an X-Max of 10.3 millimeters. Not too bad, not too shabby. This is a pretty impressive sub, and I think it really earns the number 4 spot. You will definitely get your money's worth with this $99 sub. Number 3. Coming in at number 3 on my list is the CT Sounds Tropo 10. It is $99, handles 650 watts RMS. It has a 2.5-inch voice coil. It's the first on our list to have a high roll surround, and it has 11mm one-way X-Max. Just looking at this sub, you can tell it is an absolute beast. It is a stamp basket because we are talking budget subs here. I can tell you that this subwoofer is an absolute monster. It will handle 650 watts RMS, and it will take it all day. And if you're looking for big bass out of a smaller driver, a 10-inch, versus a 12 or a 15, this is the ticket right here. And you're gonna get a lot of performance out of this subwoofer for $99. You definitely won't be disappointed if you pick up the CT Sounds Tropo 10-inch subwoofer. Number 2. Number 2 on the list is the Sundown Sa 6.5. It comes in at $99. You guys know I had a shootout between this and the Hi-Q 6.5. This one beat out the Hi-Q 6.5 because now it is cheaper at $99 than you can get a Hi-Q 6.5. Fantastic subwoofer. Let's go through some of the specs. It does handle 200 watts RMS. As you've seen in my test, I'll have a link in the description below so you can check that out. I absolutely tortured this thing with 500, 600, 700 watts, and it took it all day long, no problem whatsoever. It has the 1.5-inch voice coil, which is pretty beefy for a 6-inch sub if you ask me, and it does have 10mm of one-way X-Max, so this matches every other sub on the list, and it's a 6.5. That is crazy performance. I know we're swinging a little bit back to smaller bass. We're going from a 12 and a 10 to a 6.5, but trust me when I tell you, if you're looking for a 6.5, this small driver is freaking awesome. It deserves the number 2 spot. no question whatsoever. Number 1. If you want to help support your boy and get some sweet t-shirts, check out my merch store at hifivega.com under the merch tab, or you can just click the link below and it'll take you directly to that site. I have several different versions of this shirt, a Hi-Fi Vega wire shirt, and much more. I'm sure that I got something you'll like, and I appreciate the support. All right, we're on to my number 1 pick, and you guys get ready to hate because my number 1 pick is the Rockville K6 12-inch subwoofer. It comes in at $99, handles 600 watts RMS, and this sub actually handles 600 watts RMS, no questions about that. It has a 2.5-inch voice coil and a double stacked 100-ounce magnet. It has a cast basket, which is the first on this list, helping it get the number 1 spot, and 22 millimeters of one-way X-Max. I don't know if that's a true 22 millimeters of one-way X-Max. I think maybe that might be 2 ways, but it's listed on the site as 22 millimeters one-way X-Max, and if it does have that much, it is truly impressive. As far as this sub in general, these, unlike the K9s, were absolutely tanks, and they would take the power that you gave them all day, and they performed very well, and they sound pretty good. If you're looking for a killer budget 12-inch and you just want something in your trunk that's going to perform well past the price you pay, this Rockville K6 12 is definitely hitting that sweet spot, and you will be very happy with this subwoofer as long as you put it in a good enclosure and feed it 600 watts. That's it. That is my personal top 5 subwoofers that you can get under $100. I know I left a ton of subs out because I just haven't tested everything under $100. Let me know in the comments below what are your go-to subwoofers for under $100. I'm always interested in seeing your picks, and a lot of times you guys cue me in to brands and deals that I didn't know anything about, so I'm very interested to hear your picks below. With that being said, I hope you did enjoy this top 5 list. If you like stuff like this, you like amp dynos, you like podcasts, you like subwoofer tests, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you get notifications. And for those of you that are already subscribed, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see everybody in the next video. I'd like to thank all my Patreon supporters, but a special shout out goes to the $6 or more members: 2001 Monolithic, Gene Nava, Joaquin Juarez, El Fuego, Travis McClendon, Brandon Hanna, William Berg, Boxboy Audio Sound Solution, Jesus Tires, Orion the Great, Dennis Cromwell Jr., Scott Dilbeck, D. Stewart, Aaron Waltz, David Kozlik, Scott McCord, and Matthew Tolberg. For as little as $2 a month, you can join the team and help me reach my goal of $200 a month so I can do an exclusive Patreon-only monthly podcast for every tier from $2 all the way up. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to my pitch, and if you want to support, check me out at patreon.com/hifivega. You must be a true OG because you knew to stick around after the credits on my top 5 list so you can get that honorable mention. And this time my honorable mention is the Sundown LCS 10-inch subwoofer. This didn't make the main list because it's kind of hard to find, but I do have a link to the ones available in the description below. So let's kind of check out the specs of this LCS 10-inch subwoofer. It is rated 300 watts RMS. I've tested this. It definitely handles 300 watts RMS, no problem. Honestly, in my opinion, it handles more like 600 watts RMS. It has a 2-inch voice coil and a 14 millimeter one-way X-Max. This sub actually has more X-Max than any other sub on the list outside of that Rockville K6. It's a fantastic sub, and you can pick it up for $98. Click on the link in the description below and let me know what you think about it.